Hi, and welcome to my speed build. Today's build is in 2B Jasmine Suites apartment in the Spice Market neighborhood of San Myshuno. And this build is inspired by Pantone's 2025 Color of the Year Mocha Mousse, which is a light coffee brown color. And so the main color for this build is that light coffee brown color, the Mocha Mousse. And to me, that particular shade of brown feels kind of rustic and boho. So that's how I came up with the decor style for this build. And you can see here that I've just added in a platform to the back half of the apartment. And that's going to be the home office, the bedroom, and the bathroom. And then moving into the dining room here, just trying to find the best chairs and tables for this color theme that I'm trying to stick with. And so that's why I've chosen a brown kitchen as well. So a lot of things in this apartment will be brown. That's definitely the main color, although it's not quite monochromatic. And I've also picked the exposed brick walls to help with that rustic boho element, and as well as plain wooden floors for that as well. And of course, because this is a coffee themed apartment, there is the coffee maker as well. And now I'm making an island and adding a back wall because there wasn't enough room for bar stools. So whenever that happens, I just put a little half wall behind it and then I trim it up with the poles or the columns. And you can see here that I've changed the kitchen. I've gone with a different set. Here, I forget what set that is. And just because this felt more like that light brown coffee color to me. So I'm just going through and changing up the colors and adding accessories and with that as well. And the living room is a little bit of a tight squeeze. I'm trying to keep it away from that kitchen wall there. And then just trying to find again more colors that go with this. And I'm sort of going with like a brown and cream tone because a lot of the browns that are available are a little bit too dark for this, so I'm adding in the cream to kind of balance that out. And then at this point, I'm also adding in green because I love brown and green together. Um, and those curtains, those long curtains on one side and the short on the other, I was trying to divide the space and make it look more like two different living areas. But in the end, I get rid of those long curtains in the dining area because it was just too small of a space to have like all different kinds of curtains going on, I felt like. So I changed that out at the very end of the video. And now I am filling in the office nook area. And this is really the main reason why I made the platform so that there was more of a separation from the home office to the living area. I thought that that would be a more interesting way to divide up the room versus using a wall, especially because if you keep the walls half down, you can't see anything anyway. And then I liked that it could also make the opportunity to add in that spandrel that's rustic. I believe that's from Horse Ranch, and it kind of adds to the rustic boho vibe that I'm trying to create here. And now I am adding different artwork to fill in the space here and adding more rugs to make it more cozy because having a coffee themed apartment makes me think of something that's really cozy and soft and warm and kind of just goes along with that whole vibe. And so continuing to add clutter to try and balance out what is going on in here. And I'm adding more orange to balance out some of the green and but yet still trying to keep it, pretty monochromatic. And then I'm just making sure that the kitchen clutter matches the right color scheme that I'm going for. And now the bathroom, I'm just rearranging everything so I don't have to make the bathroom bigger. I don't have move objects on purpose, so I just decided to keep them all in a row, swing the door around. Again, adding more cozy elements like fuzzy rugs. And now that's the paint corner um, for skill building and adding some, finishing touches there. And then I decided to make an entryway, and so the radio would have a spot to go, and adding in some details there as well, along with the umbrella rack. And then I start to make a little gallery wall with different art objects over the front door. Since that space is so bare and the walls are so high, I wanted to give it something to sort of fill out that area and then add to the sort of rustic, cozy vibes. And then moving into the bedroom, I really struggled with nightstands. I couldn't really decide on one until I found the ranch one, and then I was like, okay, yes. That pack had a lot of stuff that really felt like it matched what I was going for with this pack. And I tried to keep the same lights throughout, just to kind of tie it all in. And of course, the coffee fabric chair has to be used. So I made a little reading nook back here that comes with a little end table and a lamp and a book. And a little bit more artwork as well to fill in the walls and the finishing touches of adding curtains throughout, really going back and forth, cut out a lot of the curtain stuff because it was just getting very repetitive. And then I remembered I forgot the coffee pot, so I had to go back and figure that out. And so this is basically the whole build. I rearranged those curtains, and that was the last thing really that I did. And that is everything for this build. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. This is available on my gallery if you would like to download it. And now for a day in the life of the Sim who lives here.